The Gravedigger was built by Dennis Anderson in 1981, initially modeled after a 1950 Chevy panel van. Powered by a high-output V8, it became a Monster Jam staple, capturing multiple World Finals racing and freestyle titles over decades. The Maximum Destruction was launched in 2003 with Tom Means behind the wheel, featuring a custom futuristic SUV body. Known for high-speed stunts, the chassis secured several World Finals freestyle titles before changing to Max D. The USA 1 was developed by Everett Jasmer in 1988, based on a Chevy Silverado body. Utilizing a supercharged V8 and heavy-duty axles, it secured the 1988 TNT Motorsport Championship, making it a prominent competitive truck of its era. The Carolina Crusher was constructed in 1985 by Gary Porter, styled after a 1988 Chevrolet interior and body frame. Running a methanol engine, it contested major circuits throughout the late 1980s and early 1990s as a top contender. The Barefoot was built in 1979 by Fred Schaefer and Jack Willman, utilizing Chevrolet and Dodge Ram bodies over time. Powered by a supercharged engine, it won multiple national championships during its extensive touring years. The El Toro Loco was introduced in 2001, debuting a custom bull-shaped fiberglass shell built on a tubular chassis. Driven by Lupe Souza and others, it achieved a Monster Jam Freestyle Championship in 2004 with its 1,500 horsepower engine. The Bounty Hunter was designed in 1996 by Jimmy Cretin, featuring a custom Ford Expedition body over a tubular steel chassis. Equipped with a 1,500 horsepower supercharged V8, it claimed the Monster Jam Freestyle World Championship in 2005. The Avenger was built in 1997 by Jim Kohler, modeled after a 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air. Powered by a 1,500 horsepower supercharged engine, it captured the Monster Jam World Finals Freestyle Championship in 2003 with extreme aerial displays. The Monster Mutt was debuted in 2003 by Feld Entertainment, using a modified Mercury body styled with dog ears and a tail. Operated by drivers like Charlie Pauken, it earned the 2010 Monster Jam World Finals Freestyle Championship title. The Blue Thunder was introduced in 2000 as a Ford-sponsored monster truck built on a modern tube-frame chassis. Driven by Lyle Hancock and Tony Farrell, it competed in major arena tours and claimed multiple arena racing victories. The Megalodon was launched in 2017, featuring a custom shark-shaped body mounted on a standard racing chassis. Powered by a 1,500 horsepower methanol engine, it quickly became a fan favorite and won the 2017 Arena Series Championship. The Raminator was debuted in 2002 by Hall Brothers Racing, utilizing a Dodge Ram body package. Driven primarily by Mark Hall, the truck set a Guinness World Record speed of 99.10 miles per hour in 2014 and secured multiple M-Tray championships. The Predator was developed in 1988 by Alan Paizo, constructed around a Chevrolet body with a Panther-themed paint scheme. Utilizing custom nitrogen shocks, it established a long-running team that campaigned heavily across North America. The Sudden Impact was created in 1990 by John Sears, initially built with a Ford F-150 fiberglass body. Powered by a methanol-fueled engine, it was a regular contender in TNT and Monster Jam events throughout the 1990s and 2000s. The Excalibur was built in 1984 by David Morris, modeled after a classic Chevrolet pickup body structure. Equipped with a big block engine and heavy suspension, it was a pioneer truck that competed during the early televised arena era. The Batman was introduced in 2006, featuring a custom fiberglass body modeled after the Dark Knight superhero motif. Driven by John Seesock, the 1,500 horsepower vehicle won back-to-back Monster Jam World Racing titles in 2007 and 2008. The Mohawk Warrior was debuted in 2010, featuring a distinct body shell equipped with a massive fiberglass Mohawk. Driven by George Balhan and later Bryce Kenny, it achieved notable freestyle victories across international arena tours. The Metal Mulisha was launched in 2012, based on a Dodge truck body with freestyle motocross-inspired branding. Driven by Todd LeDuc, it claimed both the World Finals Racing title in 2014 and the Freestyle Championship title in 2015. The Captain's Curse was introduced in 2007, featuring a 1979 Ford pickup body with a pirate theme. Driven by Pablo Huffaker, the 1,500 horsepower truck won the Monster Jam World Finals Freestyle Championship during its inaugural competition year. The Awesome Kong was constructed in 1984 by Jeff Dane, utilizing a Dodge Ram body frame and massive planetary axles. Driven by Dan Patrick and others, it became one of the first American monster trucks to perform international exhibition tours. The Equalizer was built in 1988 by David Morris, featuring a Chevrolet Silverado body over a custom frame. Powered by a high-horsepower V8, it won the 1989 Special Events Series Championship and competed extensively through the 1990s. The King Crunch was created in 1983 by Scott Stevens, based on a Chevrolet K10 truck platform. Operating with a high-performance big block engine, it achieved major victories in early stadium side-by-side racing before changing ownership. The Zombie was debuted in 2013 by Feld Entertainment, using a custom body featuring floppy arms and a brain graphic. Selected by fan vote, it was driven by Sean Duhon and Bari Musawir, winning multiple stadium and arena event titles. The Lucas Oil Crusader was introduced in 2011, featuring a custom truck body driven by Lindsay Wink. Powered by a 1,500 horsepower engine, it achieved high freestyle scores and reached multiple Monster Jam World Finals championship rounds. The Air Force Afterburner was debuted in 26, styled after a jet fighter over a custom tube chassis. Driven by Damon Bradshaw, the 1,500 horsepower truck won the 2009 Monster Jam World Finals freestyle title before retiring in 2011. The Bigfoot was created in 1975 by Bob Chandler using a modified Ford F-250 pickup. Recognized as the original monster truck, it introduced 66-inch tires, rear steering, and won early stadium events, defining the sport's baseline setup. The Overkill Evolution was debuted in 2014 by Mike Waiters, styled after a modified Ford F-150 body. Driven by Mike Waiters too, the 1,500 horsepower truck won the Monster Jam World Finals racing title in its rookie season, making a major splash. The Snakebite was introduced in 1991 as an alternate persona for Bigfoot, built on a Ford F-350 style frame. Driven by Gene Patterson under a pseudonym, it toured heavily to promote merchandise while competing in major series. The Black Stallion was created in 1982 by Michael Waiters, originally based on a Ford F-250 body configuration. Powered by a blown big block V8 engine, it competed across North America and Europe, remaining active for over 3 decades. The Cyborg was built in 1990 by Jack Coburner, featuring a modified 1970s Ford F-250 body design. Notable as the only two-wheel drive monster truck on the circuit, it relied on a custom rear suspension setup and competed for over 2 decades. The Taurus was developed in 1986 by Tom Martin, modeled after a Ford F-250 body shell. Running supercharged engines and custom suspension, it won several championship events during the late 1980s and was an early innovator in chassis safety.